elect James to throw first. Game
on. What a leg of darts that was. 12 to follow a 15. 15 on his own throw, and 12 on his opponent's. If he does that through the game, it won't last long.
60. It certainly won't last long. What he's done means that Steve Beaton would have had to throw 2 12 darters to take them legs.
100.
But I said when James Wade was walking up, you know, that his music started, and all of a sudden he was at the stage, he was on the stage, he shook everyone's hand, and he was there ready. And he looked so businesslike. I mean, he started off this game absolutely superbly. Steve Beaton, you know, won't worry, he'll ease into his own game, he won't panic, even if he loses the first set. No panic from Steve Beaton, a very experienced player. He'll get his form going. But at the moment, it's all James Wade.
Yes. And just like my spin dryer at home, that, which will be working hard when I get back after plenty of washing to be done after a week away.
Certainly that was not enough score for Steve Beaton, so now the advantage to James Wade to hit a good score and wrap this first set up. It will be an electric first set.
100.
Steve Beaton realistically may only get 6 darts from here.
80.
Great last dart, super last dart from Beaton, but it may be too little too late. Wade has good chance here. 6 darts from here will be good enough.
57.
Well, it's the second time in this leg that he's hit 57, so it does give Beaton a squeak of a chance, particularly now.
57.
Oh, I thought that was treble 19.
127.
So maybe not.
Well, he needed more of that Beaton to put some pressure on. Wade's already taken out 121. He's not going to take it out, so Beaton's going to come back, and you feel that he's going to have to take the Shanghai on 20s out to stay in this first set, and that's a perfect dart. Now he wants double top to stay in this
100.
Just under, so well, Wade is going to get at least 1 dart at a double, John.
Yes, and that would have been the break that Beaton desires. He hit double top. Now 16 double top. Is this going to be 3 out of 3? There, perfect finishing from Wade. Didn't think he was going to win that leg, did you, Rod? But he did.
Well, that's a perfect example, John, never to give up. You know, always expect your opponent is going to miss a double, hit a bad shot, and just stay in there as much as you can, and you get the chance and you take it. And sometimes that hurts your opponent. But James Wade has given a leg away, and it was a leg against the throw. So the party's Beaton to level the sets up.
95.
Great 140 that from a man from Earl Shilton in Leicestershire. This young man from Aldershot, Hampshire, now 29 years of age. Semi-finalist here twice. Everybody reckons one day he'll be a world champion. James Wade. Steve Beaton already is, of course. Beat the Australian many years ago.
Yeah, I think no question James Wade has got world champion. He's already won 7 majors, and you don't win them majors, and the players he's beaten and consistently beaten without being an absolutely brilliant player. So now Steve Beaton for the set, and again he's drifted into them 5s, but he cleans it up nicely. So James Wade, you feel he's got to take out this big shot to stay in this set. He's not going to do it. So 3 clear darts. A double 16 to level this game up at 1-7.
100. Stevie required 32.
Got it last leg. Got it this leg. Wins the set by 3 legs to 1. And Steve Beaton is giving James Wade something to think about. different it might have been that one dart that Beaton had in the opening leg on double top. Just on the wire. But now Wade has been awakened.
100.
Yes, he did go to sleep in the previous set. Now, well, there's number 4, it's sitting perfect. Number 5, can we have number 6, please? Oh, he just caught the barrel with the wrong side. Do you know what? A couple of millimetres lower, and that would hit the underside of the darts, and that would definitely been in the treble.
96.
We'd have been looking at a possible second 9-darter of the day. We've just come in, we had one from Dean Winstanley. Unfortunately for him and his fans, lost the match against Vincent van der Voort, but he enjoyed a magical moment.
It was a great game. We keep talking about a hat-trick of 180s in the tournament.
You've got
to believe that this is the one where it could happen. So 101 now for Wade to win this third set. Comes down at the bottom, and he knows he's going to return with another 3 clear darts.
50.
So again, Steve Beaton's in that area where he's got to hit at least a 140 to put any pressure on whatsoever. Maybe going for 25 here.
65.
So leave 160, but 51 for Wade. Means 11 for tops. No problem for James Wade as he takes the third set of the match. Not happening at the moment for the left-handed. That's a nice treble 20 and 80 odds at the moment in response to rather disappointing scores from Wade. Will be good enough for Beaton.
Wade in his mind might have almost conceded
100.
this set from here, may have resigned himself to his fate, and may already be throwing his mind forward to set 5. When you have the darts again, of course.
But firmly focused is Beaton on this set. Knows that it's a big leg this. Get it out of the way. First set 3-0 to Wade.
140.
Second set 3-1 to Beaton. Third set 3-0 to Wade. Is it going to be 3-0 to Beaton?
58.
Well, probably is the answer, because Wade would have to go in 6 darts from here, and Beaton would have to miss 84 in between times. Neither of those are forced to happen. Certainly the former is not going to happen.
Double 12. Double 6. No problem.
Steve Beaton.
Brought about by a delightful shot at double 9.
140.
And that was almost one of those rare occasions when a player finishes one leg with a 180 and starts the next with a 180. Maybe Beaton will start with the 180. Oh, is it touching the board, John?
I don't know.
140.
Well, Georgie Noble says it is.
We had one like that earlier in the match where it was just touching the red of the treble 20. Might even have been in the last match when I come to think of it. I think it was Van der Voort.
133.
Beautiful rhythmical style, and totally still the body. There's a hint of movement about James Wade as the shoulder comes into play far more than in Steve Beaton's action. It's one of the best in the business, no question about it. They float through the air
100.
with the greatest of ease.
130.
Wade has had a 1-2-1. Could he have a 130? Double 5 says he can. And he has! And he has won the 5th set with a brilliant leg of darts. Royal dust-up on the Blackpool stage before losing. And we realised then that there was a very special talent about to emerge.
Yes.
76.
I can remember him winning a youth championship way back in the late 90s. And he was all the rage. I felt that he really became a man when he got to the final in 2005 of the World Match Play, and even though he lost, it was a big tournament for him, and he crossed the line, I think, in that tournament.
125.
He became a big man in the game, a big part of the darting scene. His disappointment since, of course, Rod, but still very much admired as a player and feared by some.
Well, he could certainly win this title, but he arrived at Alexandra Palace at much lower down the betting than he has done in previous years. In fact, a couple of times in the last few years he's arrived as the second favourite behind Phil Taylor, but this year people were more dismissive of Wade's chances because of his problems he'd had, and we'd seen him suffering in Dublin and losing early in the Players' Championship too, but he's still in the tournament, that's for sure.
100.
As long as you're still at the races, you can still win the race. That's a lovely dart from Beaton. Oh yes, moves across for another ball.
100.
Oh, that would have been super special, wouldn't it?
Yeah, ball 25 ball finish is always a real crowd pleaser, isn't it? So two double tops surely for Wade. That's the way he always goes. He's got one of them. He's got two. They used to say nothing for a pair, not in this game, but there's something for the pair there, that's for sure, because Wade has now moved to within a leg of this match. That was brilliant, John.
Yes, pulled out the 130 to win the decider in the previous set, and then pulled out a quite magnificent 100 there. And he first did that in the World Match Play, probably that very year, 2005,
91.
when he beat Kevin Painter, and has used that as a method of finishing on 100 many times since.
140.
Not always successfully, but when he has been successful, what a sight. You just knew, didn't you, when the first double top was in,
140.
there was no missing with the other. Now heading inexorably one feels towards victory, but maybe I'm speaking too soon, as Beaton puts in an important big score himself. And if Wade doesn't get a treble with this dart, then Beaton has every chance now. Oh yes, nice bolt, far too soon. 81 left to break back.
Well, he's doing what he had to do, John, which was pretty much in his mind. He must have told himself, you need to clean up this 501 in 12 darts or fewer. Beaton, that is.
100.
He's thrown 9, he's left 81. He must have thought Wade would go out in 15. 60 left, 40 left. Tops! That is brilliant. Beaton, 12 darts, fantastic. Knowing, John, that if he lost the leg, he was out of the tournament.
Game on.
You've got to hand it to him.
Absolute class. We've seen it from Wade in the last few minutes twice. We saw it there from Beaton.
140.
Again, now the best from Beaton, faced with certain defeat, pulls out a 12 dart leg, kicks off with a top 40. Wade goes with him. Now then, fighting for his World Championship life, another 140. Oh, what a crucial stage, and how they're producing both.
Well, John, Steve Beaton is threatening here to produce back-to-back 12 dart legs.
60.
In a cauldron of a match when he was a leg away from defeat.
To leave 122. And yes, 9 darts. If he finishes 122 in 3, it will indeed be a dozen darter. He doesn't need to, though. He won't necessarily go the traditional treble 18 ball. No, he's Oh, that leaves 17. And that means one will leave double eight. Oh,
and he has to be careful.
And he wasn't. Sorry, that's akin to the big one that was missed by Dean Winstanley before in the previous game. And now that really lets Wade in. And is he going to step in? Well, a ton puts him in touch, Ron.
Had to be extra careful, Beaton, and he wasn't. And now he's unravelling.
38.
What have you done, Steve? What have you done?
Well, throwing so beautifully. Then misses. And tops for round three. James Wade is through. And well, might she be pleased. Steve Beaton had his moments, but James Wade has the match.